My name is Victoria Barthelmess. I'm from Germany, from a small village about an hour away from Munich. I think there's a few different reasons why I like to run. There's not a lot of hassle. You just go out and you run, and 20 minutes later you feel like you've accomplished something. I guess I love being outside. I love the outdoors, and that's basically what running allows you to do. It just allows you to be outside. All you need is really your trainers, and you can go out and experience new places, explore, go on adventures. I think with competing, it's one of those things. It's like a love-hate relationship. I hate it coming up to competing. I get quite nervous and anxious about it. But then when you're actually there competing and afterwards, it's one of the best feelings, really. Yeah, of course, I like to win. I like winning races. You don't always win, but sometimes it's not so much about competing with other people. You're just running against your own time and against your own performances in the past. Interval training is really important because you tend to push your body to that limit that you want to run at when you're racing. But at the same time, you're doing it over shorter intervals. So you're able of performing at that level without having adrenaline and sort of all other sort of factors that come in on a race day. Recovery runs are also really important, because if you try and push yourself too hard for too many days in a row, that's when you tend to get injured. And I learned that the hard way. One of my favorite runs is in the Isle of Man. I just went out on my long run and wanted to go to the Sound, which is a really nice area of the Isle of Man at the south coast. And I went out and it was just amazing in the morning, and I just kept going and going and going and started finding new routes and exploring, and I started finding a coastal path, and I went along there, and there's just these huge cliffs, huge stacks coming out, and then the waves crashing, and then you have all these sheep running around you, so it's just a really cool place. When I moved to the US, that's, I guess, when I discovered that I was good at running and I enjoyed running. And you have the facilities, you have all the trainers and coaches there, and that's when I started getting more into training properly and really learning how to structure your training to become better, and seeing the progress. Started competing, and I've really been stuck with running ever since. Another one of my favorite ones was when I was in the Alps last year. Sometimes I don't really know where I'm going to go. I just find a rough route and I start going. And I was going through this valley, and on both sides you just have these huge mountains. And I think that's when I feel like running really pays off. Everything around you is just incredible and breathtaking. And again, I feel like I could just run forever. And I think that's when I really love running the most.